4-color midrange versus Jumbolicious. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, I will keep. Thank you. 4-color midrange. I need to be careful how to fetch this around. So I need everything but white. So, black, red, and then this can be green, blue, I guess. All right. That's how we're gonna do it. So let's start off with black, red. Play a Deathrite Shaman. Next turn I can Tarmogoyf and Bolt, or I could Fable. Alright, the opponent tutors. Ooh, that's so nice. Alright, gonna go for the breeding pool. Gonna create a black, play the Thoughtseize, take whatever the opponent picked up. So definitely the Necropotence. And then play a Tarmogoyf. Alright, the opponent does have some threatening cards in hand though. So the Ashiok can shrink my Tarmogoyf quite severely here. But my bolts can take care of the Ashiok. That Thoughtseize was huge. So this deck does take quite some damage, going down to 12 here. Yeah, the opponent didn't like that Thoughtseize. I wouldn't either. Alright, so attack first. Is there any creatures I can remove? There isn't. And pass the turn, keeping up my shaman to potentially cast Lightning Bolt. The opponent... The Meathook Massacre will need to be 4 mana worth to just take out these two even. Yeah, I think the opponent probably left after that Thoughtseize. Well, that's how it just is then. Alright, my turn. I'm gonna discard a shaman, and that's it actually. Alright. Play this tapped, don't play another shaman, just pass. End of turn I can drain. Yeah, I'm just gonna be patient here. This is, yeah, the opponent has clearly left the game. So I can use this opportunity to appreciate some artwork. So this treasure seems to be held up in a crystal globe. And it's a bunch of coins in a cityscape. Created by the reflection of created by the token, the shaman, goblin shaman, created by the reflection, by the fable of the mirror breaker. There we have it. All right, so game one, victory. All right, so thank you, Thoughtseize, for sure. This game was all won by that timely drawn Thoughtseize just after the opponent demonic tutored. So yeah, did get lucky there. Let's see how the next game goes. 4-color Midrange versus Moreno Jorgum. Moreno Jorge M. Maybe. Yes. Turn 1, Thoughtseize, please. Take the opponent's Thoughtseize. I'll take the mana drain actually, because the Thoughtseize forces the Thoughtseize is going to take the Fable anyway, and the mana drain would have also countered it, but the Thoughtseize costs the opponent 2 life, and the mana drain gives the opponent extra mana, so I prefer the opponent having to cast Thoughtseize. Right here and right now. Taking my Fable. Yep. As predicted, I will just surveil now. I'm already fearing this dig through time. If the opponent surveils, the opponent is getting even closer to it, has 2 fetch lands, so that's actually going to be a pretty early dig. What do I need? Green and blue. I'm still gonna go for this though, because I think the surveil is more important here, as we use again predicted. Okay, so now I will go for a I'll shock again. Because it's a control deck and I don't really need to care that much about my life total. Because I do want to have this Jegantha already ready. Already ready. Oh, too many lands here, unfortunately. Pass. There comes the dig through time. Which is going to be sweet for the opponent. Yeah. The opponent's already in a pretty good position here. This dig through time is going to probably seal the game. It's just such a good 2-for-1, especially because you can select from 7 cards, which is yep, which is super strong. One of my favorite Magic cards as well. It's still pretty fair because the cost is, you know, you can a second dig through time is now going to be difficult to cast, for example. Oh, it's a Death Shadow. And another one. Let's surveil first. Alright. Let's try and kill one of them. There's a Jegantha. 5 plus 3 is 8, so I'm 1 off in theory. So the opponent's is Grixis Shadow, actually, not Grixis Control, not Dimir Control. No blocks. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I could play my whole hand here. Go to. I'm gonna do it. Keeping up. No, I need to keep up. No, 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 no. That's not how I should tap here. I need red. If the opponent has a spell pierce, then that would be super strong. Oh, wait a minute. I would still win. Because I can fatal push this and bolt the opponent's face. So I think I'm able to get through this one. Yeah. Alright, fatal push this. Resolve all, attack and bolt. Wow. Phew, that was close. The opponent knows I have the bolt too. Alright, 3-0 life total. Okay, what are we up against? Grixis Shadow it is then. So also running the Dragon Rage Channeler. So what do I want? Veil of Summer, Hidetsugu, Fatal Push. I don't really need the Test of Talents. I can go down a little bit on this. 1, 2, the Drowns as well, maybe. Because I'm running the Hidetsugu, that's not really good synergy. And maybe 2 Thoughtseizes. I think that's a decent sideboarding plan here versus Moreno Jorge M. I'll keep. Veil of Summer is never that great on the draw. Because what you want to veil is like is Thoughtseize, and usually if the opponent has it on turn 1, they play it. But okay, not in this instance. Okay, I do need to find some kind of kill spell here though. Alright, the opponent bobbling before my draw to see what I will draw. Is that just what I wanted to draw? I think it is. Still need to find some answers here. These two are not, yeah. I do need a fatal push. Playing that swamp was a mistake. I should have thought more about the land situation. All right, this can get me the either green or blue, so I'm gonna play this one and pass the turn, keeping up Veil of Summer and Spell Pierce. So this is gonna become a problem soon, though. What was that? A land. Is there an instant? Yes, there's an instant. So sorcery or creature. Alright, if the opponent's spell pierces, I'm gonna that would be fully on me because I didn't fetch correctly. Alright, so at least I was able to use that. Still, the opponent is now putting me under quite the pressure. And I think I'm actually going to play the Fable because I want to get rid of these lands in my hand. Do I have what kind of... I have a basic forest that I could get. No... or a basic mountain. So I'll get the basic mountain here. So I'm still... yeah. Okay, that's actually... not too threatening right now. I just really... oh, it is. Actually, well, it is. Because I can't use the Fable draw now. So I need to naturally draw into an answer to the Dragon Rage Channeler. I didn't. So I will play Tarmogoyf. Should I play the Steam and Shock just to have Spell Pierce available? I don't think so. I'm just going to play it tapped and hope for the best. This game is probably going to go in the opponent's favor here. I could have Aether Gusted, so I didn't fetch well here, to be honest. And yeah, that Dragon Rage Channeler just ran away with this game. I am actually going to put in some Drown in the Lochs again. And go lower on the Thoughtseizes, I guess. Yeah. That's going to be my plan here. So despite his Hidetsugu Consumes All not having too much synergy with this Drown in the Loch, the Drown in the Loch is just too important. What do I have? Overgrown Tomb, Breeding Pool, and this can be something red. Alright. Alright, a Bauble, but no Channeler. Mishra's Bauble. Looking at the opponent is looking at their own top deck. And does not want that. Alright, there goes my Bowmasters. Not a great draw. Alright. Keep this up for Surveil. Sure. So The opponent did get that's one surveil trigger. Alright, looking at my top deck card, which I will shuffle away at the end of turn. So, what do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna go for the surveil. Bolt is okay. There's okay. So go for another surveil. Or should I activate Jegantha here and keep up the bolt? Let's do that. Or not keep up the bolt then. Alright. I should have probably exiled a land from the opponent's... Ah, there is none. Okay, so that was not... Then this mistake I made goes unpunished. Alright, there... The opponent activating the Loris, which can get back... which is gonna be painful. Because it's definitely gonna get back something. So it's definitely gonna gain value. Alright, so I'll play a Shaman, keep up Bolt, and have a Surveil land. Sure. Yep. No more lands, please. Let's take care of this while it's still killable. Okay, no counter magic from the opponent. Oh, that's actually... it's not gonna take care of the Loras, actually. That's a problem. Because I don't have a... Ah, okay, now I see. Oh, this turn is gonna hurt so much. This turn is gonna be amazing for the opponent. Oh, actually digging through time. Without having to exile much. Okay, okay. During the opponent's main phase. Wow, I'm actually a little bit happy about that. That's unfortunate. I wanted to remove... another land. Yeah, now... Alright, now finally playing Dolores. Gonna get back the Death Shadow. Yep. So if I push that, it's just gonna keep coming back. That's the problem. And I can't push the Loras. So I need the Hidetsugu, but even that... Well, alright. Yeah, it's a 7/7. So even if I killed this, I'm done for. Let's see what I would... If I can't even surveil anymore, right? Surveilled my way out of this. Yeah, alright, good game. Don't know what really went wrong there. I drew too... I mean, for one, I did draw a few too many lands. Yeah, not really much going on, I guess. Well, Alright, I'll take that loss and hope for the better in the next game. 4-color midrange versus Nikeos. So what this deck is lacking a little bit is like really card draw. So it relies more on like value cards like Fable or the Jarsyl, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, I have, I'll get the Overgrown Tomb here. Turn 1 Shaman, turn 2 Fable. I was debating whether or not to keep up the Spell Pierce, but I decided not to do that. Copperline Gorge. Something is targeting my Shaman. Alright. Now I will play this and keep up this. These two. That's not really what I would like to see. Not that and that either. Huh. That completely negates my Bowmasters, so I'm not even gonna play them. I'm just gonna throw down the Fable here. Field of the Dead as well. Okay, is this the... what is this? No blue, so that's not an Oko. Ah, but okay, there's still a Halfling as well. Oh, and that... and there goes my Spell Pierce, which I really needed here. Wow. Wow, playing main deck Veil of Summer as well. What is this? 4-color, 3-color? Is this the creativity? Maybe. No. Creativity would be running way more red stuff, right? I don't even know where to begin. Test of Talents. Yeah. Yeah. And Drown. So this, I need to just get rid of the order. The problem is the Delighted Halfling. That's like the biggest issue. Also gonna put in Blood Moon, which makes... I can only bring in the Blood Moon if I get rid of the blue cards, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with the blue cards here. I'm going to get rid of the Bowmasters, as well as bringing in one more push and down 2 Fables. Another push and another boo down. All right, let's go with this sideboarding plan. Only 1 land, that's a little risky, but the other cards are pretty strong. So I'm gonna go for definitely a blue. What do I need? Blue-black, right? So it's definitely the Watery Grave here. Alright, so now I see what I'm up against. So definitely taking... I'm actually gonna take the Veil of Summer. That's too problematic. And now I really need to draw a land. I don't, but I do have this, right? So taking the Fable, And now I do need a land. Then Test of Talents would be crazy good. Just one land. Yes, perfect. So the opponent is probably going to go for the natural order play. Alright, what do I need? Green, red, right? I don't have that though. So it's gonna be a Blood Crypt. Yeah. This and this and this, as well as this. And it does draw a card then, as a... What? Alright, I'm gonna keep up Drown in the Loch instead of playing the Shaman. Or should I play the Shaman so that I'm able to actually play stuff? No, it's just gonna get bolted, so there's no point. Then I'd rather just keep up Drown in the Loch. And even Jarsyl is just gonna get bolted, so I do need lands. I do need lands. Okay. Veil of Summer. No targets. Oh, there is actually a target. Alright. No land still. Wow. This is not looking good. Yeah, that's just gonna get bolted. If I'm unlucky, my Inquisition will just complete the whiff. Okay, a bolt at least. The opponent can play the Titan now. So I'm just getting wrecked here. Because, yeah, getting stuck on 2 lands was the problem here. If I were able to play my Jarsyl earlier, my Thoughtseize would have been game winning. Alright. Nope. That wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a little unlucky with the lands today. Either too many or too little. Otherwise, the cards did line up pretty well, but like looking at this board, there's no coming back from that. So, well, let's stay positive and go on to the next match. Match. 4-color midrange versus Get Laid. Alright. Keep. What do I begin with? Do I want to try to play a turn 2 Fable? A Mystic Sanctuary. A misty rainforest. Do I bomb? I'm gonna keep that on top. Alright. I was hoping for this fetch because this enables my shaman. And enables my bowmasters. This looks like Dimir control. Alright, that's probably game, right? I can only counter things that are 2 mana or less. Did the opponent make a mistake? No. Yeah, okay. Dig through time. Yeah. Do I even want to throw down the Bowmasters? Well. Let's see what we're looking at. Dig. Gonna surveil. Don't want that. Take the demonic tutor and take the pick your poison. So I'm just up against Atraxa, but I don't have an answer for it. And I don't think, except Drown in the Loch, there is none. And I can't block it or anything, it flies, so... G to the G. I can gain 2 life potentially. But yeah, there's no outs. Despite being actually able to clear the opponent's hand pretty nicely. So. Test of Talents. Drown in the Loch. Veil of Summer. No Fatal Push, no Bolts. No. And maybe one less Fable. I don't know. I always feel like I need to play turn 1 Shaman, but I think in these games, I don't know. It just would, so it just seems to have been better if I hadn't done that. Well, here it's kind of straightforward. I'm gonna turn 1 Inquisition and hope to draw a second land, which is blue. Alright, there's a show and tell. Gonna take that over the Veil of Summer. I could Jarsyl, but that Veil of Summer is just super annoying, so I'm just gonna pass. I could Bowmaster here, but Veil of Summer is obviously a big counteractor of that. So that Veil makes my life so difficult here now. Just that one Veil. And that's the thing, Veil doesn't... Another Veil, my Veil doesn't really help with the opponent's Veil. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to play the Bowmasters end of turn and hope to draw out the opponent's Veil. Wait a minute. So, what do... Wait. I'm playing Bowmasters here. And Veil. I'll use my Veil here, why not? What do I need? I need blue and green. I still need another land. The only way I can deal with the opponent's Veil is if I chain 2 counter spells, which is not possible at the moment. So that's really problematic here right now. I might as well just counter that, to be honest. Just so that I can play around that Veil. Because there's no point keeping up. I need to draw land here. Alright, that's... Wait a minute. Okay, there's enough fetch lands to go around for my Shaman. Alright, good. So now I have a chance. I merely have a chance. I don't even dare to play anything else except keeping these 2 up. Alright, Test of Talents. And here comes the Veil of Summer, and here comes my Shamana. My Shamana. And here comes the second Test of Talents, targeting the Veil of Summer. And there we go. Whew. That forest was super important. That forest was very, very important. Okay. I'm gonna keep playing just as I did here. The opponent is on the play now, so it's gonna make things quite more difficult. Actually, protecting my shaman was actually quite important as well. I have no blue mana, but a shaman. I'm relying on the opponent to have the fetch lands. Ah, duress. That's gonna take the spell pierce. Wow. Taking the... I could have Inquisition to be sure to play around Veil of Summer or the likes, but seeing that I have no blue mana, I did want to get this shaman out. Where's the... There's only one land my shaman can use here right now. Alright, let's do the Inquisition. And take the show and tell. Perfect. Now there's a Veil of Summer. The Mystic Sanctuary is not working yet. Oh, I'm gonna spell pierce that. Ah, there is no man, no lands. Again, no lands. Should I just take the Veil of Summer while I still can? Yeah, I think that's the... Dig Through Time is gonna be the chance for the opponent to get back into this. I'm gonna keep the shaman back just in case the opponent does play a fetch land, because then I could Bowmasters. But I'm running out of options here now. Like, this land situation is again a little... Oh, wait, wow. The opponent didn't Dig Through Time and is preferring to keep that for the opponent end of turn. If I play a Jarsyl, all I can do is Inquisition, and that might whiff. So I could also opt to just play 2 Bowmasters at the end of the next turn. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, the opponent is not digging through time. I'm not sure why. The opponent might be afraid of my counter magic. Alright. I have... Oh, I'm missing blue and red, actually, so Steam Vents. Should I still pretend like I have? Yeah, let's pretend like I have the... the Test of Talents. I'm kind of out of protection. So if this Dig Through Time gets the show and tell, I am done for. I hope it whiffs. Also, the opponent Dig Through Time makes my Drown in the Loch more ineffective, less effective. Ooh, that's a good time to play another Bowmaster. Alright, so that's 6 damage just from the Bowmaster. So the opponent either, yeah, they basically have to draw the, uh, 6. That puts the opponent at 5. Oh, that's such a beautiful Veil of Summer. Wow, that's gonna... Alright, let's start hitting my own. These are all gonna whiff, right? Which means I will... Yeah, they will not even create my... increase my token size. That was pretty brutal. Also, I should have kept the Overgrown Tomb. I couldn't because of the black mana, but... Okay. Let us play Jarsyl. And there goes another show and tell. Perfect. The opponent's at 5. My shaman is up. So that Jarsyl and that duress, that Inquisition was probably the nail in the coffin here. Yeah. I am going to use my shaman to prevent that, of course. Sorry about that. Blood Crypt. That's not gonna prevent that. Take nothing. And GG! Whew! Alright, so, at least able to grab a victory versus show and tell here. So, this makes the deck pretty strong. This deck used to be stronger, in my opinion. When it just feels like Jund in at itself, it has just so high power level cards that going with the 4th color blue here, I don't really feel there's too much added benefit. You do have, it's basically Spell Pierce and Drown in the Loch. Drown in the Loch seems to have lost a little bit power level with the reanimation. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. The deck is definitely still playable and good. Maybe just the games didn't line up well today. I mean, I went 2-2. And I'll add one more game here today because the first game was super short. So let's see if I'm able to pull off 3-2 then, at least. So let's go straight on to the next game. 4-color Midrange versus Fanta. Keep. 1 land too many for my likes, or even 2, but let's see what I can do with this Tarmogoyf. Okay, what is this? What am I playing against? That's gonna be a Surveil. Is this Sultai or something? Alright, let's see what I can surveil into here. Alright, let's just kill that and then surveil again. So the opponent is Grixis. But not Shadow, right? Because Shadow doesn't really usually run the Inquisition. Opponent's probably gonna look at their own. No, okay. Let's go for another surveil. I'll take that. The opponent will know about it, but so be it. Okay, pass. Alright, gonna take a few Bowmaster hits here until I draw into some creature. So this is gonna be a Steam Vents. And pass the turn. I'm actually quite happy about this Shaman because it can hold off the Orcish Bowmasters. Drown in the Loch can counter anything here. Bloodstained Mire. The opponent may decide to look at their own top deck. Alright, there comes the Lurrus. That's probably the priority Drown in the Loch target. Alright, let's activate the Jegantha. You know more about what I'm gonna draw than me. What does that indicate? What does that indicate? I'm just gonna not block here for now. It indicates another Bowmaster. Yeah, sure. Yes. That's definitely gonna get countered. Do I want to Thoughtseize here? I will not. Dig through time, treasure cruise. Should I have Thoughtseize, or was that the card the opponent just drew? Well, I can still Thoughtseize now, which is still gonna be somewhat impactful. But I do need some answers pretty soon here. Double Thoughtseize. Alright, let's do the first one. See what we hit. Okay, more Bowmasters. Okay. Is there anything I can remove here? So I'm gonna have to take a hit from... Yeah, I'm dead. Ah, no, I'm not. I can gain some life at least. Alright, so the opponent's gonna attack with only the Channeler. Alright. Sure. Before damage, I will do this. Is the universe just messing with me or what? Alright, I just need to hold back constantly here now. That's pretty good. Oh, that's so good because it's going to get some additional surveil triggers as well. Maybe I should have killed the Channeler, I don't know. But that Shaman was threatening my Shaman. Okay, but now... now that doesn't really matter anymore. And again, every time, I really should only be playing Path of Peril decks, to be honest. Yeah, okay, there's the game. Okay, that's... So what is this? This is... Grixis... Shadow? Push. Drown. Oh, this. Yeah, that was Hidetsugu. Actually, I'm gonna do the Blood Moon thing here. So, I just gotta remind myself that there's gonna be no more blue in my deck. Okay, so no more blue. And brought in the Graveyard Hate. So I'm Jund now. This is an Overgrown Tomb. This can... Ah, wait a minute. I need to think about fetching properly. Because I have potential Blood Moon coming up. Bolt or push doesn't really make a big difference. So I need a swamp to prepare for the blood moon. So I'm really not prepared for a blood moon here at this point. I'm gonna surveil. Thoughtseize is fine. Why am I surveilling? Because then I can do this. Next turn I can Thoughtseize. So I'm off the Blood Moon plan here. I mean, I only have 2 in the whole deck, so there's no point really, like... to base my whole game around it, so I'm just gonna go for the non-Blood Moon plan here. Alright, let's start off with this. Take... Ooh, Snapcaster Mage. I'm actually thinking about just taking the Expressive Iteration. But I think I just want to drop the Minsc and Boo next turn. That's what's going to win me the game. Plus, I can actually... yeah, let's see what the Snapcaster does. Okay, the opponent's Shaman is active already, so... just need my Shaman to survive, and then I drop a Minsc and Boo, and I should be good. Do I want to force something here at the end of the turn? Let's try. The opponent can counter this with their Shaman. Yep. Okay, do I drop the Minsc and Boo here now? I mean, I could be running into some kind of counter spell, but what's the alternative? Drop a Jarsyl, right? Yeah. Take the Snapcaster or the Iteration. Actually gonna take the Snapcaster. Alright, and keep up Fatal Push. Which I cannot play because there's no lands in the graveyard. So this Shaman could have attacked. Could have attacked. Do I have a 2 mana? No, I don't. But next turn my Minsc and Boo cannot hit the table actually. So I was actually, yeah. Does the opponent want to... Alright, let's attack first. I'm okay with trading even. And then I'll play the Fable, which should give me enough value now to take over this game. Another treasure cruise. Another treasure cruise. However, my board is somewhat strong. Okay, another shaman. I'm not gonna discard anything. Ah, no, actually I can, because if the opponent plays the Bowmasters first, yeah, resolve. Then I can play my Bowmasters. But I'm not gonna discard anyway. Get a treasure token here. And try to get in there. They're gonna double block. Pre-damage. I could kind of fatal push something, but I'll keep that for potentially the Death Shadow. Alright, next turn I can start using... No, I can't. But next turn I will get the Fable. My Minsc and Boo is still almost ready to get played. Well, it is now with this thing. It's actually playable. I need to keep this for the Fatal Push for the Loras, though. Forcing the opponent to tap their Shaman and tap some extra mana. Ah, see, they don't want to do that. So now I could also Fatal Push the Shaman. No, I don't want to use this. Do I just want to play the Minsc and Boo here? Or just hang back for a second? The opponent can get some back the Bowmasters. What if this is could this be a counter? No, they can't even fetch into a shock, so I'm just gonna play the Minsc and Boo here. And hope that it's enough. Yeah, it is. Alright, so on to game number 3. Do I stick to the same game plan I just had? Do I still... Yeah, I'm still gonna bring in the... Yeah, the Blood Moon is gonna stay in. Opponent going first. Yes. Oh, the Hoseiju. Hoseiju. I just butchered that name. Hidetsugu. Could do some good work here. I'm giving the opponent the opportunity to surveil here by not instant bolting, but I want to see if I'm able to kill this Dragon Rage Chandler just with the Bowmasters, which would be so nice. Destroy each non-permanent mana value 1 or less. Oh, wow. Alright, now I'll just bolt it. That was a mistake. I needed the... Oh, shite. I needed the green one for the Tarmogoyf, and now my Blood Moon is gonna wreck me myself more than anything else, but let's see. Fine. Just an Inquisition? Is that really? No, I'm gonna... That was a good draw, actually. Let's attack first. Don't tell me you got Spell Pierce. After even... Oh no, okay, fetching in okay. Alright, the opponent is now an Izzet deck. Alright. The Fable is pretty good now with this Blood Moon. Because of the treasure token. Hidetsugu is not really coming to fruition here. I could discard it. Yeah. Oh, what? I was blind. That was so blind. Alright, I'm just gonna play a shaman here and call it a day. And not even attack nor anything. Hoping that the Loch is enough to keep the opponent under pressure. Alright, that's fine. Play the shaman. No attacks past the turn. I'm just gonna slow roll this now. I'll block with that. Let's Inquisition to see what's going on over there. The opponent has no black at all. Let's take their shaman. Let's activate this. And just pass the turn. And hope the opponent doesn't draw their swamp. Alright, now I think we should be able to run away with this. Here comes a Tarmogoyf, which can get instantly copied, attack. And keep up Fatal Push. So yeah, Blood Moon did win this game in the end. And there we go. There we have it. So yeah, I didn't play ideally in that last game. I'm lost concentration a little bit over the course, but yeah, glad that Blood Moon was able to steal a game here. So actually did make the right choice in boarding that in. And also happy going 3-2 here, showing that this deck, the 4-color mid-range, is still strong and playable in the current format. It's basically Jund, but adding blue for Spell Pierce and Drown in the Loch. I know in the previous, like, before the last game, I did say Drown in the Loch is losing a little bit of its power, but I don't really... I take that back. It's always a double-edged sword kind of card because it's depending on the opponent's graveyard. If the opponent has delve cards, it does get a little bit less effective. It's also less effective in the early game, especially if the opponent ramps into like Natural Order or Show and Tell or something like that. But on the other hand, it's a creature, it's a kill spell and a card counter spell in one. So it does have the upsides. Spell Pierce also strong at the moment, I would say, with a lot of cheap spells going on. Reanimate, a lot of 1 mana, 2 mana, strong sorceries, Sorin, Planeswalker, Necropotence, etc. So yeah, 4-color. Mid-range, still going strong. I personally don't see too much advantage of playing this over just Jund, going with Jund. So I'm going to be frank here. I would probably just stick with Jund. But yeah, still always happy to try out some new or old decks to check if they're still valid in the current format. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have fun, see you in the arena, and peace.